Welcome back, everyone. This is my Shaper as a 3/4 spindle, and I have an issue. I want to use my 1/2-inch router bits on this, but there's no way to put a router bit in that. I did look up the specs and found some information, and they make several different spindles for this model. One of them is a spindle that accepts 2 different size collets that can hold 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch shank router bits. However, I don't like the design of them, and it doesn't matter anyway because they're no longer available. These are the bits I want to use. They're panel raising bits, style and rail bits, and there's numerous other bits I want to use too. And let's see, this right here, yeah, here's the different spindles they offer. There's the collets. There's some of the other bits I'd like to use also. The reason being, Shaper has the power feed on it, so it makes it a lot easier instead of clamping a board down and running the router across it. Also, it's just so much more accurate. I mean, you can adjust it in thousandths of an inch easily with a height gauge. I have a height gauge Starrett knockoff, and I use that to record heights for certain runs. If I have to change the setup during one run, then I'll record the height so I can go right back to it, and the molding will match. And I don't see any way to really do that with a handheld router to any accuracy of that degree anyway. So this is what I come up with. Everything's identical from the bottom here up to the shoulder. Sort of a keyway in here for a pin that's within the carrier, spindle carrier, for alignment and keep it from spinning under load. It's a 3/8 24 fine thread drawbar. It's actually a threaded rod with a nut on the end of it. I created this top part here. It's got 2 flats on it, so I can put a wrench on it. I made it the same dimensions also as my CNC, so I have a couple nice wrenches that will work for this instead of having to buy more wrenches. This nut here is actually going to be a hex nut. It's not the one I'm showing here. It's one that's capable of 75 foot-pounds of torque. It's high precision and it's balanced. Then I have numerous ER20 collets. They're all high precision and good to, I think, 3/10 or something like that. So that's plenty good for this application. And then in here, this is a 4-degree taper for the collet. And out here we got also, well, it's 4-degree per side, 8-degree complementary. This is 8-degree per side, 16-degree complementary angle. Let's see if I show you a sectional. This might help visualize a little better. So yeah, here's the taper. There's a relief below for the collet to slide into, and then this hole down here is for extra long router bits. Like I have some 2 flute straight bits that are upwards of 3 inches long. I don't know that I'll ever use them on here, but I figured why not have the ability. So everything here is I have all the dimensions. I got it printed out. So I think this is going to work out a lot better than the other style that I was showing you, the original stuff that was available. Well, it's not available. That's the problem. But I don't think I would have bought it anyway. I like the nut being able to compress the ER style collet in the body instead of having threads on the bottom with a wrench on the top to try to draw it down. And the threads on the bottom would be drawing the taper tight, which is stretching it, and it just, maybe that's why they don't make it anymore, because it's poor design. I bet you many of them failed. But so this is the project. I have some nice 4140 chromoly I'm gonna make it out of. I don't plan on hardening it or anything, but I like working with that stuff. It's a little finicky, but it finishes really nice. It's kind of expensive though, but you get what you pay for. Okay, well, so next I think I'm going to be setting up in the garage, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's the cross section with all the dimensions on it. And here is what hopefully it turns out to look like. And this is the piece straight from McMaster car that I'll be working with, 4140. And this is the machine we'll be doing it on, Hardinge HLV-BK. That'll be okay. Now, a little slight pry with the screwdriver, comes right out. Total depth of the bore is 2 inches. We got ½ inch, inch, and the taper starts right here. Total depth of bore, so I'll just stick it out 2 inches. A little over 2 inches, I'm going to face it. I got 983 and looks like 7/10. Okay, let's face this off. This insert's sounding pretty dull. I can't really tell. Let's give it a shot and change it if it's bad. Okay, touch it off again. Let's just go in about 10 thou and see what happens. Okay, let's get a rough idea dimension here. 1 inch 1/100 thou. Let's go another 20 and remeasure. Yeah, I'm going to change that insert. I don't like it at all. I think it's either got a very tiny chip on it or it's really dull. Or turn it around. Let's see what else I got over here. This one looks pretty sharp. Try that one. And I'll have to touch off again. Go another 10. And I should just leave a little bit left. But boy, I really want to get a better insert in there. Let's see what I can do here. This side looks new. Flip it over. Now, let me blow that off. Well, that started to focus, it looked like. Well, it's 989 and probably about 6/10. Yeah, 9896. Let's just go 2 and 2/10. 2 and 4/10. Make up my mind here. Okay, let's try that. That's not going to take much. I think that's going to be really close. Honestly. I'll lock that. It's just a 1/10 under 984. It's it's about as close as you get to 984. I don't know if that'll focus. Kind of see it there, I think. Maybe just a skosh under 984. That's good though. Because the next thing I got to do is set up for metric threading on an imperial lathe. And this ought to be a little interesting for some people that haven't done it before on a Hardinge. On the left side of the lathe, there's the banjo with the change gears. Is anything less than 11 threads per inch or metric, you have to manipulate some gears. 10 threads per inch is just such a common, like lead screw pitch. It's just common. I don't understand why Hardinge didn't put that in their gear racks. So I have a chart too. Let's see if I can slip this in here. You could pause it, I guess. Get the screw gear, idler gear, transposer gears, and a spindle. And then on this side of the chart, oh, it's so hard to get in here, I have which gears make which threads, and the ones that are highlighted in yellow are the popular ones, popular sizes. And then you have the spindle gear, the screw side gear, and then which transposer pair you need, and also the change gear position. So I'm going to swap this around. Right now it looks like I got a 50 on here. Not sure what else I got on there. Looks maybe a 55. This could be set up for 10 threads per inch right now. Kind of looks like it, but I'll bring it back when I got it set up for metric and tell you which gears I used. Okay, I think I got it. I got the 127 and the 80 transposer gears. Back here I got the 50 tooth gear. Here's a 57 just for an idler gear. And here's the 24 tooth gear. Everything rotates nice. I left a little bit of room, paper thickness. I'm gonna put a little bit of, just a couple little dabs of oil on here. Can't hurt. That's tight. Okay, the change gear is supposed to be on 2, which it already is. And start it up slow. They're not lined up right. I'm not sure exactly what to do on that other than put some bushings in there, but this is a one-off deal for now. So next thing to do is put some die-chem on the piece, and we'll do a scratch pass. So on the Hardinge, there's this rod down here that has stops on it, and the carriage runs into the stops, and you lock these in a certain position. And let's see, you can see that, yeah. Watch this. So the carriage comes along and would bump this, and it would actually, I'd have it pulled this way, so it's coming in, and the carriage runs into it and knocks it out of gear. So that stops the threading. So get in your way. I'm gonna run it real slow, and I'm gonna pull it closer. I'll just let it drag this for now and get it approximately where I want. Okay, I'm getting pretty close there. It might be a little too far. Let's back it up a hair. Oop. Hit the fast speed on there. Okay, so that's roughly a 1/2 inch. I'm going to lock it down there and see where we're at. I need, where is it? Here it is. Okay, so should be hitting right about there. So I'm going to put it in neutral, lock it down there. Okay, let's try it and see. First we'll go this way. You can set one on this end too to disengage it, but I usually don't bother because I want to be able to bring it far enough away to put a nut on there and check my threads. Okay, so let's see where it ends. It'll start kicking it out. Okay, so it looks like it's got to go a little more, but normally what I do is just adjust that if I have room, which I can pull this back, turn the, let's see if you guys can see that. Yeah, I guess you can. Turn the compound in, and since it's at an angle, it's actually moving this way as it's going in. So let me get my scale. Yeah, so I'll back out a little more, come in a little more. One more. That's a 1/2 inch right there. So let's do this again. Neutral, back this way. Okay, now this way. Knocked it out, and we're just about a 1/2 inch right on the money. Okay, so now I want to touch off. This comes into play too. This throws the compound in and out. That's what's so nice about this. There's no winding the handles back. You just pull this back and retreat, like so. You go back, get past your stock, bring it back in all the way, and then move forward. I'm just going to touch off. That was a little more than touching off. Let's go back. I'm hoping this is the right thread, or I'm hoping I got the right gears. And I'll just let it dwell at the end there to cut the gutter. Okay, now I got to get the thread pitch gauges, and let's see if this is 1.5. Yeah, that's it. Well, that magnifying glass sure helps. Jeez. I don't know if you can pick that up in the camera or not. It's probably all blurry for you guys. Well, you have to trust me. That's it. Okay, let's go back. Use a little bit of oil. dial it in. Let's go 5 thousandths. Let's see what happens here. Another 5. Spring cut. Yeah, a lot of pressure. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. There's really no very little movement in between there. Okay, that's good. Probably to about there. That's a good mark. Yep. Just gonna run a 1/2 inch in there. This one's probably dull, but probably sharp enough to just ream this out at 32nd. Or was it 32nd? Almost there. That's it. Okay, what I decided to do was drill this to 5/8 and then I can get my boring bar in there. Now this one only has to go, yeah, it's going to start right there. Let me zero it. And I want to go full inch from these shoulders actually. Well, yeah, so let's go a little deeper. That's an inch deep. So my boring bar is 5/8. Looks like it's a bit high. Need to move you guys over a little bit. Yeah, that's cutting on center line. We'll try it. We're gonna have to force it in there. Okay, let me zero out my DRO. I'm gonna shove a little oil in there, quiet it down some maybe. There's that inch, and I'm going to use a feed on the way out. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Back that off. Bottom here. Yeah, it looks like the back side's cracked off. Front side looks okay. I see reflection in that finish, so that's pretty good. Okay, I gotta try to find, I'll get an idea with the calipers here. That's 673.